All right, so welcome to David Wong's webinar. And today we are going to share with you how you can partner with me to create abundance together. If you really want to create abundance in line with what's happening with the world today, there's new opportunities and new ways of doing business that are going to be staple for many, many years to come. And if you're not able to capture or adjust or adapt to these new trends, your life will be very different from the ones and the people who do adapt these trends and who take action and take chance and take the opportunity and capture the moment to do something now about it. My name is David Wong, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business coach. I've been doing business for over 20 years. I'm very successful with online marketing and e-commerce. I've sold multiple profitable businesses, and I'm also the inventor of cheat coils technologies and many of the technologies you see on our website. And these technologies have transformed thousands of people's lives, literally. And I'm very honored to be part of this, to be the founder, and to lead a team of very dedicated and very hardworking and very spiritual and awesome people to make this transformation for you and for the entire planet. So if you know my story, I used to be sick and broke and depressed, but I was able to change myself. I was able to transform myself. I was able to go from becoming chronically sick with a disease, a digestion disease that had no cure. I was able to heal myself in 90 days. After being sick for 10 years of my life, I was able to heal myself. I was able to heal my dad and my mom and friends and all sorts of people. And I've been able to transform my life from being broke to become very successful, to from being very depressed and very in a dark time in my life to be very productive and to be very energetic and to be very positive. I've been able to clear out all the negative energy in my life. So that's the power of the technology and the frequencies that we have with our systems. And if you are on this webinar, you probably downloaded some of them or purchased some of them, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Life was not always like this. Life was pretty challenging sometimes. Have you guys seen this photo? So I used to work with a hard hat and a vest, reflective vest, and I used to fix internet wires and telephone cables for a living for $16 an hour. I also, when I grew up, I was bullied when I was in school. I had a severe head injury, which gave me major health issues throughout my life. I only had a 50% chance of survival. I basically cracked open my skull when I was young in a freak accident. And ever since then, my personality was completely altered. I became introverted. I became very withdrawn, whereas I used to be a very outgoing and happy and energetic kid. But then after that accident, my personality completely changed. It's very difficult for me to become extroverted or become outgoing or become energetic. But over time, I was able to transform myself and to create a lot of abundance and success. In this webinar, I want to invite you to become my partner and to become part of our team to transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of so many people that need help right now. And you've read the news, you heard the stories. Lots of people need our help right now. Lots of people are in their situations, psychologically, mentally, depression or anxiety, can't sleep, lots of major issues. And they need our help. They need this technology to lift them up, to remove their negative energy, to improve their mood, to give them more energy and motivation so they can get back up on their feet and put the pieces back together so that they can become abundant. Okay, so here's the chance for you to partner with me and live the lifestyle that you want. So just to give you an idea what kind of lifestyle I'm talking about. So for many years of my life, I've lived the e-commerce lifestyle because I can work from home, everything's done online, I can go anywhere in the world. And it's a very free lifestyle. And I've always dreamed of having this lifestyle. And I was so happy to be able to achieve it and to live it. So this is me, if you can see this little photo here. And I lived in this resort right by the beach on an island for almost a year. And it was awesome. You know, if you live in Vancouver, you know how much rain there is. You know how the weather is. Here it's always sunny, it's always warm, and you always have a beautiful beach that you can go to. If you have an e-commerce lifestyle, you can work from anywhere in the world. You don't have to work for where you are. You can move to anywhere in the world. You can move to a tropical place. You can move to anywhere farther away, closer to something you want. And or you can go to a forest sanctuary, or you live in a meditation retreat center. You can do anything you want because you're your own boss, and you make your own schedule, and you can sleep anytime you want. So this is the kind of lifestyle I was able to live. That here's a picture of the beach. Here's my dog, and then here's a picture of my wife. So it was very fun. So not only can you live a lifestyle of freedom, you live a lifestyle of abundance too, right? I've become an expert marketer, and I'm going to show you how you can do that too. How you can be an expert and make money online, how you can earn a passive income so that you can make money while you sleep. There's unlimited amount of money you can make, because it's not a job where there's a ceiling and there's a cap to how much they can pay you for your job. With your own business, you can create as much money. There's no limit. You are your own limit. You set your own limits. So whatever your mind can conceive, whatever you can imagine, you can achieve if you believe it and if you put in the work, and especially if you have the right opportunity, which I'm going to share with you today. So I live a very abundant life today. I spend time with my dog, you see there, and I have my dream car. I had my dream bike, all that material stuff, which is great too. And I'm very happy to have these things, but obviously they're not everything. I'm also being able to pursue my passions. As you can see, I was training for martial arts and self-defense for many years. And I trained under Bill Wolf, which is the trainer for the Navy SEALs and Special Ops. So I have martial arts training, I have combatives training, and that's me when I was training. So I was still, and I'm still in pretty good shape, as you can see. So I'm able to, you may not want to do martial arts, you may not want to learn how to fight, but what is your passion? My passion was to eventually start a martial arts school, which I did. I started martial arts school, I made lots of friends, had lots of fun, and I did that. And I did all of that, and I achieved all those dreams because I was able to create abundance with a business opportunity. And I was able to find the right opportunity at the right time and work with the right people. And I was able to manifest the dreams that I wanted to manifest. I manifested the lifestyle, the freedom. I manifested, material things like a car or motorcycle. I manifested lots of different things. I manifested being able to pursue my passions like martial arts, starting my own martial arts school. So let me ask you, what is your passion? What are your dreams? What is your dream? Is it to spend more time with your children? Is it to travel? Is it to buy something very nice that you've always wanted to have? Is it to live in a certain place? Is it to finally quit the job that you don't like, that is giving you too much stress? Is it to help somebody who needs help in the world? Is it to dedicate all your time and energy to helping people who are in need? So whatever your dream is, whatever your passion is, it is possible. Don't give up on your passion. Don't give up on your dream. Because for me, when I was pursuing my dreams, it was very difficult because I didn't have many people to help me. A lot of times I was just doing it on my own with my own strength and with my own willpower. But I succeeded. I had a lot of obstacles, had a lot of challenges. There were a lot of setbacks, but I never gave up, and I have achieved it. So in this webinar, I want you to think about that. Meditate on that dream that you have. Meditate on what you really want in your life. What really makes you happy? If you were able to live only 5 years more, what would you do with your time? What would you be doing? So think about that, because life is precious. Life is not that long. Life is very short here on earth. How are you going to make the best of it? How are you going to make the most of it? I want to invite you to join me, because I've gone through the journey. I know what it takes. I know the obstacles it takes, and I know what works, what doesn't work. So here's an opportunity that you can join and partner with me so that you can achieve your dreams. It's not about me. Okay, you can see all those fancy things I have, but it's not even that fancy, but I'm not here to brag either. But I want you to be inspired that it can be possible for you, from someone who just installed telephone cables for a living with a hard hat to someone who's, very successful with a very successful online business and many other businesses as well. Okay, so here's the chance for you to do it. So you're probably wondering, what are you guys all about, right? Well, here's the Manifesto's manifesto. I call myself the master manifester because I can manifest anything I want. I've already proved it to you. If you've been following me, I proved it that I can manifest anything that I want. And I want you to be able to do that too. We're not all just about, oh, let's make as much money as humanly possible without any morals. No, we want to make lots of money, but we also want to follow ethics and do it in a way that is in line with the good in the world and with helping people. That's what we're about. I have no ego. There's people that want to just promote themselves. They want to look bigger. They want to look more successful. That's not my goal. Okay, I don't really care. My goal is actually to help you look better. My goal is to actually lift you up and boost you up. Okay, so I'm not that kind of leader. I'm not the kind of leader that say, wants to get a photo op or just boost my own image. I'm here, I want to boost your image. I want to boost your own personal image. So if you've been paying attention to what's happening in the economy in the world, you probably know that we're going through a major transitions. We've already gone through lots, but there's even more to come. But the one main thing is that more and more people are buying products online. Agree? You've probably done it yourself. We're all spending money online, and the reasons are obvious. A recent survey by NASDAQ said that by 2040, so in just about 20 years, e-commerce market will take over about 95% of all the commerce in the world. So any transaction, any buying or selling, 95% of it in the entire world will be done online in 20 years. They also did a survey by Statistica that almost every single internet user in the United States will make an online purchase in 2019. So every internet user will have purchased something online. Very simply, if your business or if you are not capturing or somehow benefiting from all the transactions, the trillions of dollars that are transacting online right now, then you probably won't have a very successful business, first of all. And you're definitely going to left in the dust because your competition or somebody else is going to do it. Who remembers these guys? Blockbuster. They're not around anymore, are they? They got taken over by who? Netflix, who used to sell DVDs from a vending machine. They used to sell DVDs from a vending machine. Actually, they rented DVDs from a vending machine too, or movies. And now everybody watches Netflix. We don't rent movies from Blockbuster anymore. So yeah, you're probably saying, okay, let's make some money online. But the problem is a lot of people and business owners don't have anything to sell. You're probably thinking, well, if I want to sell something online, what do I sell? What is it I can sell? And it's true. There's so many things, and then at the same time, there's not enough stuff to sell. Let me tell you the challenges. Okay, there's so many people out there saying, okay, it's so easy to make money online. Yes, it's easy, but here's the way not to do it. Okay, the reason e-commerce doesn't work is that first you need to create a good product that people actually buy. You can't just sell anything. You have to create a relatable brand, or you need to some kind of relatable logo. You need beautiful content. You need photos. You need videos. You need a website. You need content. The list goes on. You need to advertise Facebook, YouTube, Google. You need to spend a lot of money to test your advertising before you even find out whether it works or not. So you're going to be burning a lot of that before you actually become profitable. So that's an investment you have to make. You have to optimize search engine results. You have to set up email marketing campaigns. You have to update your content regularly. You have to deal with customer service and complaints and repairs and so on. How much does it cost to set up a traditional e-commerce store? Well, the truth is, from my experience, okay, there's people that say, oh yeah, you're going to set it up for $10. And some people that say, oh, it costs $100,000. And they're both true. You can set something up for $10, but it's going to look crappy and it's not going to work, and you just waste your time. You can spend $100,000 if you have the money, and if you have an actual business model that support it, then it can cost $100,000. But in my experience, if you have a product that is good, that sells, then it's probably about $20,000 and 3 months of development to set up a proper e-commerce store in investment, and that's being conservative. Okay, so that includes design, the time for designing, a web developer, fixing the bugs, basically like creating all the images. So minimum $20,000 to $30,000 you will be spending to set up an e-commerce store. And some of you may say, okay, that's a lot of money. Some people will say, well, actually, that's not a lot. But if you compare it to a traditional store, for example, like a brick and mortar store, it's at least $250,000 to $500,000 to get a small store, like a small store. You know, at least $100,000 if you have a really crappy neighborhood and you want to set up a store there. But why would you do that in the first place? So an e-commerce store, you don't have to pay for rent. First of all, you don't have to pay for overhead, your electricity, insurance, and inventory and stock rooms and physical space and employees to show up on time and stuff like that, and worry about people breaking your windows. You don't have to, because it's e-commerce, and you save all that money, but it still requires a little bit of money to invest to start e-commerce store. Now you're probably wondering, well, I don't have $30,000, then no problem. I'm going to show you how you don't even need that any money to start the store. Okay, so just stay tuned, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so right now, yeah, so about $20,000 to $30,000 to set up a proper e-commerce store. Now there's many people saying, okay, well, I can just sell on Amazon now. So many people are doing drop shipping, things like that. Some people can make money with Amazon. Most of them are people that started a while ago. It's hard to find a product that somebody hasn't already sold on Amazon, because there's just so many people selling the same stuff. And that's the big problem, because if you're selling something, there's like 10 or 20 people trying to do the same thing, because everybody has access to the same suppliers and the same products and the same qualities and stuff like that. Algorithms are always changing. There's traffic. You need to figure out how to get traffic. That's the important part. Okay, so you don't have a traffic strategy, whether it be social media, paid traffic, email traffic, then you're dead in the water. So basically, if you want to start a traditional e-commerce stores out there, if you want to make money, you're going to hire a team of people, customer service and developers and designers. What I'm here to present to you is become a Chi-Life affiliate. So if you become a Chi-Life affiliate, we're going to solve all those problems. Okay, so everything, the overhead, the amount of development, the time it takes development. So you can forget about, you don't have to spend all that money to develop a e-commerce store. You don't have to hire anybody to do customer service. You don't have to hire anybody to do fulfillment, which is to ship the things out to the customers. You don't have to hire anybody to design or to go do coding. In fact, you don't even need any products, because I'm going to show you how you can basically access products that will sell by themselves. Okay, so we take care of all those problems, and you can get started for zero investment. Okay, that's right. You can get started for $0 investment. Okay, I'm going to show you ways to get involved. So pay attention. Don't miss this. This is going to be absolutely life-changing. It can be totally changing your financial future. Okay, this little thing that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how you can make money online fast. I'm going to teach you how to do online marketing. Get the time freedom and financial freedom. Help people experience vitality and abundance. I'll explain in a minute how you can get some amazing results. But let me show you why this is working so well. Okay, there's never been a better time to do this online business, selling mindfulness and alternative health products, which is what we do with Chi-Life Store. Two main reasons are products in demand. Consumers are demanding alternative health modalities, no longer trust big pharma. Okay, this is what I'm really big about, because the doctors prescribed me medication, which screwed up my digestion even more and gave me a skin disease I never had. That's absolutely the worst thing you can get. But now I was able to clean it out. But that's what medication did to me. So I'm totally like anti-medication. Okay, so many people are looking into this because they're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. They don't trust the big pharmaceutical companies anymore. And they're looking for alternatives. Number two, there's a huge opportunity in the spirituality, mindfulness, and meditation throughout the world. Okay, so people are looking for deeper connection. They're looking for spiritual connection. They're looking for an awakening. And we have the products to do it. And we have the technology to do it even. So I don't think there's many companies, I don't know of any company at our level that is that has spiritual technology. We're the only ones that do. And to the level that we have them. Revenues are going up a lot for these type of alternative medicine revenues. See, it's jumping up in 2020. Okay, and it's probably going to be even bigger next year. But what are you doing about it? Here's some more statistics. 2017, the mindfulness app generated almost $2 million 40% of Americans meditate weekly. 35% of people meditate to reduce stress. 66% of Buddhists meditate once a week or more. 94% of women find meditation helpful. 5.4% of American children practice meditation in 2017. 22 companies had mindfulness programs in 2016. 659 million in the meditation studio market. Okay, that's a studio in 2017. It's already 2-3 years later. It's going to probably triple that at least. Okay, so how do you take advantage of these trends? We know that meditation, a lot of people are investing a lot of money in that meditation, and it's a great thing because it raises the consciousness of the planet. So how can you take advantage of this? How can you become part of this? Well, this is what we can do. I'm going to set you up to help you sell this revolutionary meditation technology that we have. If you use this technology already, you're probably really excited right now because you're probably thinking, wow, I'm already telling my friends and my family about this stuff because it changed my life. Now you're telling me that I can actually make money from it? Exactly. You can actually develop and work with me so that you can make money from this. Okay. Who's excited about that? I'm totally excited about it. Okay. So, and how we're doing it is we are accepting serious partners, serious individuals to join our team. But before you can join, you have to first prove yourself. You have to prove yourself to me that you are actually going to do a little bit of work. Okay, there's a little bit of sweat equity that you have to put in. So this is how you can apply to be affiliate, right? And you can earn up to 30% commission. Right? You heard it right. 30% commission. I don't know anybody else taking that much commission. Why am I paying up to 30% commission? Is because I want to share the wealth. Okay, I want people on our team to make money. I want you to make as much money as possible because the more successful you are, the more successful I become. The more successful this company grows, and the more people we can reach and really transform and change the world. Okay, so I want to give you this energy in commission form, financial energy, monetary energy, make it flow back to you as up to a 30% commission, so that you can get the motivation and the energy you need to even build your business, build your income even higher. So there's 3 tiers of commissions. Tier 1 is 10%. Tier 2 is 15%. Tier 3 is 20 to 30%. And you're probably wondering, okay, what are these different tiers and how do I get qualified for these tiers? Well, it's very simple. There is 3 steps you have to take. Number 1 is to order product. And don't worry, you can get involved with even a free product. So on our website, we have some free downloads, right? So you can get started with just a free download, and you can download that product and then do step 2, which I'll show you in a second. And then you can start to make 10% commission. All right. So it doesn't require any dollar investment. Tier 2 is you get 15% commission, and you just have to buy a chi coil. So a lot of you already have a chi coil. So you already are may qualify for the 15% commission. There's only one more step, a couple of steps you have to do after that. Or tier 3, you get 20 to 30% commission. All you have to do is invest in a Chi Coil 3 transformation system, okay? Yeah, it's more money, but you make a lot more back in commission. So you basically pay for itself very quickly. Okay, so the step 1 is to order product. You can either choose any of the tiers. You can, let's say you don't want to order, you don't have a Chi Coil, you don't have a Chi Coil transformation system. You want to start with something free. Fine, just do one of the free downloads, and then you get, then you can qualify for tier 1. Or you say, okay, well, I can buy a Chi Coil, it's only $600, and you can qualify for tier 2. Or you say, okay, I'm actually getting the transformation system anyways because it's all awesome. I'm getting one anyway, so why not get 20, 30% commission? That's step 1. So step 2 is to write a review. It doesn't cost you anything to do this. You just have to spend about 5 minutes to do this. So if you're doing tier 1, we just ask you to do a store review. We'll give you the links later how to do it. If you want to do tier 2, you just go to Google and Facebook review. We'll give you the links. You go there, type in your review. That's it. Tier 3, you do a video review. You just record a 1-minute video of you about any product on our store or any experience that you have with our engagement together. And you can use that as your video review, and you can qualify for tier 3. So simple. Okay, so just take notice of this. You don't have to wait until you get your product. Reviews can be for any product, whether free or paid, or about any general experience. Okay, so you're probably thinking, okay, you need me to make a review, but I haven't received my product yet. But that's okay. You don't have to review the product that you order. you can actually do a review of this webinar, or you can do a review of how well our customer service or how well one of our team members engage with you, or you can do a review about one of my documentary videos. So it can be any review, video review of anything that we do or any product that you may or may not have purchased. If you purchase something, then obviously do a review of that. You know, if you have the G-Qual, then do a review of that. If you have transformation system or any one of the products, then you know, it would probably be better if you do review. But if you want to do a different one without, if you don't have any products on hand, you're still waiting for it to arrive, you can do a review of something else, and that will also qualify you for that tier. Okay, so I'm making it so easy. You guys get this? I'm making it so easy for you guys to get involved. Step 3 is wait for your approval. So you're gonna fill an application form, and then we're gonna have somebody review it. We're gonna see the review that you posted and verify that. And then once we approve you, you're gonna have access to all these things listed here. And you can start promoting and earning commissions. First, you're gonna get your unique affiliate link. So you get a unique link, you put it onto anywhere you want, put it onto your website, you can put it onto Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. And anyone that clicked that link will go to our site, and our website will know that you sent that person to our website. And if they buy something, you can get compensated with your commissions. Okay? You're also gonna get banners, video commercials, documentary videos, email templates. You also get tutorial videos on how to do all this. So all this training is a course in the affiliate area, which will teach you how to do all these things. It's so simple. So you're probably wondering, what products can I get commissions on? Well, there's a wide range of selected products. So all of our Qi coil systems, so everything from Qi coil 1, 2, and 3, and the new slim coil systems, and all other future Qi coil systems that are coming out, all the gem lasers, all of our frequency, which is huge. So you know how powerful our frequencies are. So now you can promote these, Qi energy cards, and also, so here's some of the frequencies, higher quantum frequencies, Rife frequencies, all that is included. What's also included is all our jewelry on our store. You get to earn commissions on that. So it includes a Qi coil transformation system, our gem lasers, which are amazing, our gem lasers, Qi energy cards, and so on. So all those things. And there's even more exciting product lines coming soon. So the cool thing is that we will handle everything. We'll handle all the customer service, tech support, and fulfillment. We'll handle all the warranty and repairs. We'll handle any customer issues or questions and concerns. And obviously we'll do all the shipping, we'll fulfill all the orders for you. We have a 7 days a week technical support for our customers. So we've invested our own money in that, and you get to use that for yourself, because now you get to use our system that we developed, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to develop, maybe even $1 million. So here's how you can earn thousands of dollars a month, working just 20 hours a week. Who would like to do that? Do a little bit of posting, cutting, and pasting of the stuff that I made for you. Now you get to tap into e-commerce, and you get to benefit from all of my efforts. You get to leverage all of my efforts. Okay, who wants to do that? Leverage off me, leverage off the stuff that I've built and the stuff I've invested money in, so that you can start making money too. All right, you can do that. So here's an idea. By the way, okay, so as a disclaimer, this is just an example. There's no guarantee that you're gonna make any money in this. So it all depends on the person. It all depends how much effort you put in. Actually, if you do the things that we recommend you to do. Okay, so for example, Qi coil Pro system is one of our most popular one that sells for about $2,000. So that's an average. We sell about that every Qi coil system. So let's say that you sell one a week. Now, if you get 10% commission, then you just made monthly $800 a month. Just one a week. Who would like an extra $800 a month? And you don't have to do it yourself, because you're not doing the selling. We're doing it. You're just posting these ads on these different places that we can show you how to do. So $800 a month, we can do that with that. You can lease a car with $800 a month. You can help pay the rent. Okay, so 10%. We're starting at 10%, not 5%. If you are at the 15% tier, that gets bumped up to $1,200. If you sell just one system a week, that gets bumped up to $1,200. So you see there's already a $400 difference in there. And a Qi coil 1 costs $600. So you almost pay for a Qi coil 1 just because you bumped up to 15%. So you see how your your investment pays for itself pretty quickly. Let's say that you do the 20%, you're in the 20% tier. So that's $1,600 a month if you just sell one system weekly. That is amazing, okay? $1,600 a month. Who would like to have extra $1,600 a month? You can do a lot more. You can buy cryptocurrency. You can buy a laser pen for your mom. Okay, yeah, you can buy lots of different things. You can reinvest it in your business. You can buy more of our products. You can save it, whatever you want. Now that's just only one system a week. Now let's say you do 2 systems a week, which is very, very achievable. Now your 10% is 1,600, 15% is 2,400, and then your 20% is 3,200 per month. Many people make $3,200 a month. You can easily get a new car, $3,200 a month. What, you want a Lamborghini or something? You want a Bentley? And you can see like our transformation system is $3,500. That almost pay for your transformation system right now in just 1 month of commissions. And that's only 2 systems weekly. So you get the idea. Read this chart. So 2 per week is 8. So actually, you don't qualify for this yet. Somebody made a mistake. Okay. Now you do 3. This is where it gets exciting, guys. 3 systems a week. Your 10% will be this. But at this time, I don't know anyone will be, will stay at 10%. They're going to invest in the cheat code transformation and then get the 20% because they're doing 3 a week. Makes no sense for them not to get this extra commission. You get 20% and you do 3 a week. So that's 12 per month, right? Here's a commission, $4,800. Who would like that? Who would have their lifestyle completely change if they made an extra $5 grand every month from home, working 20 hours a week with a system I create for you? Okay, I think that will affect many people's lives. But that's not all, because take a look at this. When you sell 10 or more systems in a month, so any cheat code systems, you get a bonus 10%. You get a 30%. So you get bumped up to $7,000, guys. Yeah, we're paying a lot of it back to you. So this is a highly lucrative affiliate program. And you're probably wondering, why are you doing this, Dave? You're giving us all this money. Well, because number 1, I want to grow this company bigger. And number 2, I want to give this wealth back to you. Why? Because I want to work with people who are have the same vision and same goal, who I like to work with, and and create wealth together. That's what I want to do. Okay, I want to have a strong core group of people that want to take this company to the next level. Okay, so that's not even finished. Okay, so now you get another 30% tier. Let's go down to just 5 systems a week. You're going to be making $12,000 a month at the 30%. If you have a big network, if you're already familiar with online marketing, you already have an e-commerce store, you already have some kind of business, then this is actually very easy for you to do because you already have everything ready, set up. But if you don't have this set up, I'm going to show you how you can build your business up to that point. Okay, it's going to take some time, but then I'm going to show you how you can do it. Okay, it's very achievable. Who can see it's very achievable? Probably thinking, well, did you make other people business? Should I really do business with you? Well, here's one of my friends. He used to be an engineer making 65 grand a year, and now he makes way more than that every month. Okay, $150,000 a month. He's another of my friends, and then he's generating 7 figures a year part-time, and they did it because of things that I've taught him how to do. So that's what I've been able to help other people do. So if you want to start making thousands of dollars every month by partnering with me, selling or promoting our revolutionary frequency technology, then you just have to complete the steps 1 to 3 and schedule a call and speak to our team. So what do you get? Let me do a summary. What do you get? You get training on how to use your products. You can get your own unique affiliate link to promote our products online. You don't actually have to sell it. We do the selling, you just have to promote it. You will get affiliate training video course, and we do all the customer service and tech support. We provide handle all the fulfillment and service. So basically you get access to this marketing material. It's $41,000 worth of marketing material, guys. Well, we have about 20 professional banners that we spent literally hundreds of thousands of dollars to test and to figure out what works. So we're giving those to you that you can use anywhere you want. And that's $1,000 value. We're going to give you the rights to use our video commercials and documentaries. You guys, who's seen our new documentaries? We have a new one coming out in a couple of days. You get the rights to use these on your website, on your Instagram, or wherever you want, okay? And you can use them to promote. So all the commercials, we spent $30,000 to create this at least. And you get these for free. You get the rights to use these for free. Just excited about that. Okay, we have documentaries and commercials unlike anything you've seen anywhere. Also, we'll give you our highly converting emails, pre-written emails, a whole series of them that go in series, so that you can send them in sequence to your list. And that's worth $10,000. So it's a total value of $41,000 of marketing material. So what these look like? These are some of the banners that we have, right? These are some of the documentaries and webinars that we have that you can use. You have the rights to use these. So once again, what are the requirements? Tier 1 requirement, download a free product and do a store review. Okay, the links, I'm going to give you all the links that you need and the instructions for that later. Okay, so download a free product and do a store review, and there's some other requirements, like we have to check out that you have a good history, and that you are trustworthy, and that you're a good person to partner with. Okay, so that we'll have to review. Tier 2 requirements: you have to own a Chico system, or you can order one. You may not even have it on hand, but all you have to do is just order one. Okay, anywhere between the $595, which is our base model, up to the $34.95, which is our Chico transformation. Tier 3 is you have to order a Chico 3 transformation system, which is $3,500. If you have that already, then I'll just show you how to apply for the higher tier. And the products that you can promote are any of the Chico systems, the slim coils, beauty coils, the frequencies, GND cards, gem lasers, and jewelry. Okay, so that's what's included. So there are limited spots available due to onboarding and training requirements. So if you're seeing this video right now, that means the spots are still open. So whenever you're ready, you can go to this page. I'm going to come back to this because I want you to pay attention. So fill the application now. You go to chilifebiz.com affiliate, or you can call this number. You can go there, follow the steps of how to do the step 1, 2, 3. There's a video that explains to you how to qualify for the higher tiers, and we can get started in business. Common question will be, what's the difference between this and your distributor program? So I think it was last month, we launched a distributor program. So I know a lot of you are interested in that too. So the difference is the distributor program is a $30,000 investment. And what we'll do is we'll give you all that you've seen today, but also you can promote the Resonant wands, the aura coils, the mantra coils, and the staff of legends. Okay, so those are included, and you can make you can make 30% commission on those products. So only distributors who invest $30,000 will be able to do that. Plus, what they get more than what we showed today is they get their own e-commerce store. Okay, so we're actually going to build a entire store under whatever brand you want to sell those products. So basically, you'll get commissions on all those higher end products, and also the cheat codes and everything you see today. So that's the difference. Okay, so the affiliate program is great because I know a lot of you want to be distributors, but you may not have the large amount of capital to start at that level. So if you want to start a business with me, then this is perfect because it starts at $0 investment, and you can at least try the system, start getting your feet wet, and see if you qualify. Then we can start training you to get into the higher levels. John, he says the system is awesome. I've been seeing amazing results with clients. You want to share with us, John? Are you here, John?
Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Hey, John. How's it going?
It's going awesome.
Great.
You hear me okay?
Tell us about your clients.
Well, I've seen several amazing results. One is an individual that has some cognitive decline due to Alzheimer's.
Oh, yeah?
And they had a session scheduled, and they weren't actually able to make it to the office. I actually know this person pretty well. I told them that I can actually come to their home. So I literally packed up the whole system, the 2-foot aura coil, right? Took that over there. And they weren't able to get out of bed, so I set up the system in the room. And after I left, they were able to get up and go about their business. And they were good for like 5-6 days. They went and taught art class. They were up and mobile. And we've noticed that that her cognitive abilities have been improving. We just did another session with her today.
Wow.
I had another client who had her first experience 2 days ago, and she was a little skeptical. And I just told her, well, we'll do an introductory session for you just so you can try out the system. She was totally amazed, and it's like, I got to go tell my friends, you need to put this on Instagram. Do you have a website? And so now she's out telling all her friends about this.
Wow.
And her response to me when she left is that I feel so light and fluffy. I feel great. My energy fields feel so big, so expanded. And then she had some really neat transcendental experiences during her meditation as well that she had shared, which was very interesting. Mm-hmm. And also a good friend of mine, very good friend of mine who's been pretty much an introvert all his life, and he's not very social. And I've seen major changes with him. He's totally coming out of his shell. And one of the interesting things that he shared with me is, like, at work, just even the way that people are reacting to him, treating him differently and so forth. Just a lot of positive things coming towards him, and a lot of experiences also myself that have been very, very positive.
Yeah.
So I'm really super excited. It's amazing technology, David.
Actually, Michelle, do you want to share a little bit about your pets?
Can you hear me?
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Yeah, since I've gotten the mantra coil, all the animals want to come in my room, and one of my cats is he's just a very angry cat. Unfortunately, he's a rescue, and he just comes in my room and he lays down right next to it, and he never did that before. And he's more calm, and he doesn't fight as much with the other animals.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's very cool. I've had a great experience with it so far. I've even noticed that it's improved my eyesight, my far sight.
Wow.
Yeah, and what else? I've noticed that I'm a lot happier, and I'm also more aware of my the way that I'm affecting other people, like the way that the energy that I'm bringing into a room. Like, I've become more aware of it, and I find that well, it's interesting because everything is so negative right now. Mm-hmm. And I think that, that having the mantra coil and the frequencies it's offsetting it. If things weren't so chaotic and so negative right now, I think, I'd be experiencing even higher levels of not of positivity and less anxiety. But I think it's counterbalancing at the moment, because I'm pretty stressed about the election and all the other things. But it is, I think, keeping me more stable, and it's definitely amazing for depression. It knocks depression right out of the water. And I had mentioned previously that my husband is not really, he doesn't really know about all of this, and he doesn't, he's not really into it. But since I've had the mantra coil in the house, everybody in the house is just in a better mood. It's not just my pets. My husband, it just seems like he's just more lighthearted and happy and joking around. And even my son, who's 10, he's very sensitive. Mm-hmm. And he loves it. He loves it. He can even sometimes tell when the frequencies change.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a Pisces. He's a sensitive.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm enjoying. I want to get more of the products, and I want to. John that was talking earlier. I want to segue into doing something holistic, as well as, I would like to be part of the affiliate program.
Yeah, I'd love to have you.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I'm pretty familiar with Rife technology. My parents were into it about 15 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, something like that. And I was blown away by the benefits of Rife, but that was with holding the cables with the microcurrent.
Oh yeah.
And I've also done the ones where they do the Rife light therapy. So they've been amazing. Back in February, I had gotten sick and I couldn't shake it, and I went to a holistic center and I sat underneath Rife lights. And I had the same thing that happened to me just recently with using it for the coronavirus. I'd had a strong detox reaction, slept it off, and the next day I was better.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge believer. Plus, I'm also electromagnetic sensitive, so I get ice pick headaches and I get pain in my arm and my face from holding my cell phone. So I really was kind of like excited about getting these products to protect our home and protect myself from 5G.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's a huge concern of mine. So we're just being onslaughted by negative energy and negative frequencies. So I think that there's no better time in history than now to have access to something like this.
Yeah. Just imagine everybody had one of these in their hand.
Right.
Yeah. How much
It's hard
better?
to explain. It's a little hard to explain to people, but I mean, you have a lot of videos, so you can. So I don't, I can see where I wouldn't have to do all the explaining because it's a lot too.
It is. Yeah. But I've done a good job to create content that makes people, understand in 15
Yes.
minutes.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
I bought your practitioner course. I'm not finished taking it with was it Boris?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm not finished with it yet, but I'm in the process of taking it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so it sounds like you're really involved and you're really benefiting from all the technology.
I'm really excited about it. I was really excited about it before I bought it. I didn't know how I was going to afford it. And Carmela, she really spent a lot of time working with me and answering all my questions. And I started with the chi coil, and then I got the mantra coil, and now I want to get the aura coil. So I love it.
Yeah, well, thanks for sharing. We're running over time today, but I'd love to hear your story. It's very inspirational and makes me feel I'm doing the right thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So thanks for coming. We have to call it a day. And once again, go to this page, go to chilifebiz.com/affiliate to apply and to become a partner and start working with me and using our system to create more abundance for yourself, helping people with this technology, sharing this beneficial technologies to your friends and family and everybody else. So until next time, use the chi and prosper.